Hello,
Oh,
friends.
yeah.
How is
Yes,
everybody?
again. Hello,
Oh,
hello, hello.
so it doesn't show us on.
Sometimes it. There we go. It's going.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes it takes a minute.
Well, maybe I need to refresh. Oh, there we are. Yay.
Yay. Hey,
Hello.
Chelsea. Oh,
Yay.
except I'm not showing. Am I or am I?
You're frozen.
I'm frozen. Oh, God.
Your audio's
Maybe
good.
it's so weird. What the hell? Maybe if I go out and come back in.
Yeah, try that.
All right, hang on.
Technology. Oh, okay. Yeah, she'll come in and see if how did the meeting go the other day? I was so sad that I was on the way to Portsmouth, Manchester to get my dress. I wound up not getting a dress at all. Hi, Witchy. And I had to order it online, but it came in. I can't wait to show everybody. I look like a blue cloud.
There.
So funny. Oh, yeah, you're back. Okay.
Yay. All right.
I think I'm gonna put a belt. I ordered like a silver belt to go around it because I'm doing all silver, everything's. And Bob is wearing blue and gray. So we're gonna coordinate. It's gonna be very fancy. We'll see.
Aw, that'll be
Like I
nice.
was telling Jen, we're just gonna go and have fun. I don't care what I look like.
That's right. That's all you
Uh,
have to worry about.
yeah. So we'll give a second for people to come
People to
in.
come in. I hope everybody had a good week.
I know. I
Um,
took that shopping kicked my butt, so had to take Monday and Tuesday off.
Oh, the
But
things you have to do for a wedding.
I know. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Thank goodness you're not mother of the bride. That'd be way worse.
Hello, Summer. I know. Oh my gosh, yeah. Thankfully, I only had to do that once. That's already done. She's already married.
Yay.
Yeah, we have this one, and then Sean and Heather are getting married next year. So we're gonna have to do it all over again.
Oh my goodness. And then that's it?
No, well, Duncan and Faith, but they're
Oh,
20 and 19. So
so hopefully a while.
hopefully they're gonna wait for a little bit.
It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Good, good, good.
So
Hello, everyone.
nice. We got some more people in this week. That's fun.
Yay. If you
So
guys can click the like button for us because that ups our ability to go out to others too. It's weird to say that all the time, but
there's a delay on my phone. Like
is it
really
really?
bad. Yeah. You
Yeah,
you're
it's pretty bad
drifting out.
on the phone sometimes. It's worse usually than on the computer, but
Yeah,
I think it depends on your phone and your computer too.
right. Yeah. Oh,
Thank you,
thank
Rochelle.
you very much.
Yay.
Yay.
Thank you.
So there's so many community events going right now. I'm loving it. I think we all had like the same idea at the same time.
Right?
We're like, yeah, we need a tag or something. So
Well,
we're
plus
going to have a very
October
busy month.
is busy
Yeah,
anyway for us, and
yeah.
everybody loves this time of year, and it starts getting cold and spooky. And
Oh yeah. I know I put our electric blanket on the bed this morning.
oh,
I was
nice,
freezing yesterday.
nice. Hey,
My camera is falling.
Dad's F-bombs travel.
Oh, jeez. It's a good thing we're not monetized. We can do
Right?
F-bombs. I don't know if we can or not. I have to read the rules still.
Yeah. I don't usually worry about it too much.
No.
I think it's changed a lot though, because back in the day they didn't care what you said. Like when I first started, you could say pretty much whatever you wanted, and it didn't matter if you're monetized or not. Now everybody has to worry about it. I'm
I
too old
know.
to curb my mouth.
No, I know. Yeah, my filter broke a long time ago. So tonight we have a very fun thing. We got a drawing, giveaway and tag for the witchy season, and for 2 winners, 18 or over, that makes a video response here on YouTube or other social media. I figure if the hashtag goes with the video, we'll get it, right? I think so.
Yes.
I think that's how it works.
Yes.
So just use the hashtag consulting Crones in the video. It's all listed after the live. I'll post a link to like the rules and how to get in touch with us and the tag questions and stuff. So
Yes. Yes.
sorry, I'm just checking. Generally don't see the chance to do. Okay. Nice. All right. So the prizes are a witch sculpture made by Summer from Astaria Sun, and the 13 sign astrology deck from Rochelle from Amethyst Ascension Tarot and Astrology. And I made a bag, so I'll show you the deck. I don't have the witch sculpture, but it's on the thumbnail.
Yes, and it looks so cute.
You know, oh my God, she's adorable. This is Rochelle's deck. Of course, oh, here it is. I was going to say I pulled it out the wrong way, but here's the deck. Yay. And she donated
so cool.
this for the giveaway. So it comes in a tuck box, and I made a bag for it. Let me see if I can stick it back in. Ta-da.
So
it's a little
cute.
bit big, but
that's all right, because you can put a different deck in it too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So
whichever one you're using.
And then Rochelle also included a true sidereal birth chart. And then for people that live outside the United States, like shipping is so expensive. So they'll win the true sidereal birth chart from Rochelle and an email herbal consultation or metaphysical either with me instead of shipping items, if that makes sense. It's all written in the thing. So anyway, do you want to answer the questions?
Yes. We're already at that part.
We're lagging.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted by my loud people here. Okay. If you guys can't hear them though, right?
No, it's just murmuring.
Oh, good. All right. Okay, so these are the questions, and then we're going to post them afterwards, right?
Yeah.
So you can have them. So question number 1. What key experience has changed you as a spiritual practitioner thus far? What key experience has changed you as a spiritual practitioner so far? So for me, there's so many, it's hard to kind of nail it down to one. But I think for me, it really started with my son being a medium at birth and that's the biggest spiritual thing. Before that, I was like a Christian, and we went to a Christian church and stuff, and that was all fine. But when he was born with that gift, it was seen as not okay and not good. And so when I started investigating stuff and trying to figure out, how to help him out and stuff, it really changed how I looked at spirituality in general. And it went from there. It went very quickly from there.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
you?
Once you find that truth, it doesn't take long
Yeah.
to completely switch your thinking.
Like all of a sudden your eyes are opened and you're like, oh, okay, wait a second. This
Right.
is not.
Yeah.
Hi, Heather.
So I guess this is probably corny, but actually my practice was fairly lonely other than like coven events or like events at shops. And then I found YouTube. So I feel like I have more practitioners that I practice with just from watching other people's videos and making videos myself. The interaction. I think that's changed my
True.
practice a ton. Yeah.
Definitely. I can see that.
So, number 2, how do you balance your magical practices with your everyday mundane life and responsibilities? Well, I have I have books. I have books. I have lots. My brain's in this. Yeah. It's all. I have to write everything down. Mundane and magical, or it doesn't get done. If it's not written down and I can't tick it off, then it's not good. So that's really how I like keep track of everything. I guess balancing is harder. I kind of weave magic into everything I do for the most part. So I feel like I practice a lot, and just while I'm doing mundane tasks. So, how about you?
I was going to say, lately I don't do a very good job of this. It's gotten harder, and I think when the boys moved back in with me, it got really hard again. It's funny that my practice opened up a lot more, and I started my YouTube channel and stuff when the boys were getting ready to like leave the nest and all that kind of stuff, and because I found myself with a lot more time.
Yeah.
And then when you don't have that kind of time, it becomes a lot harder. There's things that I still do. I listen to a lot of books on tape. I'm a big book on tape audio recording stuff. So I listen to a lot of that. That helps a lot. And I find at night, I do like meditations and stuff at night a lot. But otherwise, and throughout my mundane life too, especially this time of year, it's a little bit easier, I think, because everything is like spooky outside. Everything is witchy. Everything is, so it's a little easier to remember that practice. I will say too, I have some kind of altar set up all the time. Right now I'm switching it over to Ancestor still because last week was my birthday, and so I didn't have a lot of time. But once that happens, I try to at least once a week go over and switch out, the offerings on the altar, light a candle, that kind of thing. So, but
Yeah, I'd like to get more into that. I don't do that on a regular basis unless there's a Sabbath or I'm doing a spell or so that's
it's
good that
definitely
you do
not easy to carve out that time, but I feel like that at least gets me in the space I need to be in. And
that. Right.
the other thing is while I'm walking the dog a lot, there's is a lot of time with nature and connecting and that kind of stuff. I find that a lot.
Oh, yeah. It's so quiet,
Yeah.
especially the early morning walks.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I do late night.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I are like, yeah,
Yes.
I'm getting up at 1 and you're going to sleep at 1.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
All right. Number 3. How are you planning on leaving a legacy? Digital memoirs, book of shadows, journals, etc. This one, thank you guys for the birthday wishes. I had a good birthday. This is actually something I thought about a lot, and part of it was the channel. The channel itself started out a lot of that. Like I wanted to leave that for whoever needed it. You know, it started out, it was kind of the boys, because when I first started, the boys were practicing with me still. And then they got to be annoying teenagers, and, you know, now they kind of do their own thing. They still practice sometimes, though. And it just depends on what's going on and stuff. But they have other things going on in their lives right now. So I
Right.
always think someday when they, you know, come back around to it, that they'll have videos to guide them and at least see what I did and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
As the other stuff, I still am having a hard time. I have to say the stuff of practice, that's such a hard thing for me anyways to think about leaving people, because I want to be able to leave it to people that will understand it and know what it's like. And there's a lot of stuff, like I have a lot of stuff now that I need to like get rid of, that I'm done with, that I'm not using anymore, that, you know, I don't need such a big practice maybe anymore. And I'm not going to be having a shop anymore. And
Yeah.
it's been really difficult to, I don't even, a lot of it, I don't even want to sell, but I want somebody to have it that like actually will use it and understand it and that kind of thing. And that's been really hard to do because, you know, I don't have a whole lot of money to ship stuff.
Right.
But to find that thing, I don't know. I'm sure it's out there. I just haven't, I'm not quite there yet. So
Mm.
it's a good question. I'm working on it. How
Yeah.
about you?
Just books of shadows, the channels. The kids were younger in like my videos from long ago. Especially on Debbie's journey. You're frozen on my screen. Are you frozen on anybody else's screen?
Yep.
Technology. I'm telling you, technology stinks. I had to get a new camera. And you
All right. Let me go
want to
out and come
go
back
and come
in.
back? Okay,
Yep.
bye. Oh my God. Oh no. Uh, so anyway, I'll finish answering. So yeah, books of shadows. I have journals, lots of junk journals and stuff already done. Um, and then the digital like memoirs, like the channels, and I like seeing when the kids were little. Sometimes I'll go back and watch when Duncan and I were doing a lot with herbs. So hopefully he'll go back and watch that. That was part of his homeschooling. So hello, you're back.
My unfrozen account.
Yes. Yeah. So
Oh,
I finished my legacy, my digital journals and all that stuff.
right.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have digital journals. You know, that's something else I got to learn this weekend if I have time. Yeah, is how to do journaling on iPad. Yeah.
Yeah, but I worry about that because I will say the digital journaling stuff, I had a hard time. One of my actually the email that I had the longest, like it filled up, the memory filled up. And so a lot of stuff that I had journaled and stuff is like gone.
Ah,
because I wasn't going to keep paying for,
Right. Oh, yeah.
memory and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I have a hard time thinking I'm going to do that because then who's to say what if the grid breaks down or whatever and
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Well, we need to do a conspiracy thing.
right?
Yeah. We should do that some night.
Yes.
Solar flares. Solar flares are gonna kill us.
Yes. Which one? Is it my turn or is it your turn? Is it my turn?
I'm
It's my turn, right? Is it
No, it's my turn.
okay.
Have you recently started any new practices or traditions? I'm taking an NLP hypnotherapy course, and not that that's directly witchy, but it's helped me with meditation and actual like journeying and astral travel. Excuse me. Oh, Coke. Oh my goodness. And like it helps you to get deeper than you normally would, if that makes sense. The hypnotherapy part.
Yeah.
And then it's been great. And what else? I don't think of it. No, nothing else really. Just we talked about last week celebrating the seasons now instead of the Sabbaths. I don't feel guilty about missing a Sabbath or a full moon or you know. But
Yep.
how
Yep.
about
Yep.
you? Have you recently started anything?
It depends on what you mean by recently. Again, when we went on
Yes.
our RV trip thing, it
Yeah.
changed my practice a lot because my practice was very much more traditional at the time, and I like always had an altar, and I did stuff all the time on full moons and new moons, and I miss part of me misses that,
Yeah.
but it wasn't able to happen on the road, and I had to kind of pare down my practice so that it was more internal.
Right. Yeah.
So so I didn't need the stuff as much, and it was more quiet stuff. It was more like just going out and enjoying the connection with nature and trying to be aware of what was around me. And one of the things I really enjoy now is what's it called? Wildcrafting, where
Oh,
you just go out and see what's actually around you. And I have a little app thing, and I use the app thing. Not that I believe me, I don't eat stuff, so it's just in case it's not right. But I really like trying to connect to the stuff that's right around me.
right. Yeah. Finding
And
new plant allies too,
yes,
more
yes,
more things to work with.
yes, a lot more than I ever did. Okay, what number 5? Yes. What crone wisdom would you want to share with the newer practitioners from your journey, spiritual or magical? Okay. So for me, I think that's part of kind of what I was just talking about. It's when you start out, you want everything to be like the books. Like I'm only going to do this kind of spell on the new moon when on the second Thursday of the month and all that stuff. And what if I don't have that herb? I have to go out and buy that specific herb and all that kind of
That color candle.
Yes, yes. Oh no, I ran out of that color. Now what am I going to do? You really worry about the intricate details of a spell. And I think as I get older, I just work with what I've got around me. I don't worry about what day it is or anything. Not that I don't pay attention to that at all, but I don't do my workings or anything around that kind of a schedule. For one thing, I'll never remember to get back to it on the next new moon or something. It'll
Right.
never happen. So it's just, more about not worrying about every single little detail that someone else says and just going with your gut.
Right. Yeah.
How about you?
So I want to take a break and say hi to everybody in chat. I
Hello.
missed you coming in.
Hi, the people we missed.
I guess sort of like what you were saying, just use what's around you. Like all the pretty fancy stuff will come. Like your tools that you're going to be really excited about to use for years will find you. It's just a matter of and not to rush out. You don't need like altar kits and all this stuff. You don't need it. It's great. I love witchy stuff, but you don't need it.
Yeah, you don't need to practice.
And then Monday, I don't know as I have anything from mundane. What was your mundane tip?
Oh, I don't know. I think I skipped that.
I get a good one. Don't clean your house all the time.
Well, I got that one down.
I stress about my house being clean all the time. It's stupid. Go out and live your life. Live your life. That's my crone wisdom.
I think my mundane is similar. It really is, I think as you crone, as you get to be that age, it's about letting things go. It's about forgiving yourself for not having the energy to do everything that you want to do. Forgiving yourself for some days just having to sit on the couch and not do a lot. That sometimes it's okay to just not get everything done that you wanted to get done. Sonia doesn't have power still.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that stinks. I'm sorry.
And I did want to say, Heather asked what's a favorite new plant I found in nature. And I have to say, around here, I've been really super impressed. It sounds like so goofy because it's such a normal plant, but creeping Jenny. I love creeping Jenny. It has gorgeous little yellow flowers. It goes everywhere. Like it creates this gorgeous ground cover, and it fills in empty spaces, and I really have enjoyed and everywhere I go now, I'm like, oh look, there's creeping Jenny, and there's creeping Jenny, and
we planted it on the wall in the front yard.
Did you?
It fills in, it spreads everywhere. It's great.
Yeah.
So how has your view of self-care changed over the years, and how do you practice self-care? So for me, I guess more time for like tea and reading, or before, when I wanted self-care to make myself feel better, I'd go buy an outfit or buy a deck or buy craft supplies, or you know what I mean? It was like a retail therapy type of thing. Now, I think that now just a cup of tea and a great book or a good deck, just quiet. That's really how I practice self-care. It's, painting my nails while I'm watching a girly movie when Bob's not home, or, all that fun stuff that I couldn't do when I was being a mom.
When you had a house full of kids.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's partly mine too. It's so different to not that you don't have the role of mom anymore, but it's just overtakes everything you do. So then suddenly you have this time for you. And that's, I think, part of what going into crone phase means, is figuring out, okay, now what? What do I do? Who am I without that role?
Yeah. I know right now you seem to be stuck somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
You're in like a liminal space. You're like not mom, but mom.
Yeah. Yes, especially because they live with me. That has been super hard, I have to say, to not be mom when they live with me, and I'm constantly trying to put myself in that role, and then I get, this martyr thing when they don't recognize it, and I'm like, nope, they're adults. They don't. That's me doing that. Yes, but that was not the question, was it? The question is, self-care.
Self-care.
Oh yes. Self-care. My self-care routine. It's funny for my self-care. And I never, ever, ever would have imagined this. My mother and I did not get along the entire time that I was growing up, when I had my kids, even until now. Like when we got back from our RV trip, we just have reconnected in a way. And I think a lot of my self-care now is just when I'm able to go out to her house and we're able to just relax together and talk together. And, that's such a weird thing for me because
Awesome.
it's totally and completely new. We
Yeah.
just we're on completely different levels. And I will say there's things that come up that we're still
Oh,
way
yeah.
off,
I bet.
but I never ever would have imagined that my mother and I could have such a good relationship, that I thought of her as, an escape to go and relax and have some me time.
That's good. Yeah. I miss being able to run across the street to mom's.
Oh, I bet. I
Yeah.
bet. All
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, enjoy every second.
I will. I know it. Number 7. How has your practice helped you navigate through the changes in your life, physical, mental, or magical? I think
That's a big one.
I know it's such because it influences everything I do. It means that I have a belief system, like an ingrained belief system, that the connection that I have to nature and to people and to all things means that no matter what, even I could be at my lowest, and I've been really low the last few years.
Yeah.
I never feel disconnected completely. I just am like, nope, it'll be okay. I just have to keep stepping forward, and that is my spirituality brought me to that place where it just is, I'm always connected no matter what. So it's okay. I
Yeah.
always have that string to pull.
Mm.
How
Yep.
about you? Did I
Um,
take yours?
I think how what? What?
Did I take your question?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Sorry.
Um, so like you, magic is like everything I do. Like just how I stir my coffee or like what I put in dinner. You know what I mean? Like how I get dressed. What colors do I choose? What bracelets? What energies do I feel like I need today? That type of thing. It's just within everything that I do. And even my water, like I'll put lemon and a crystal in it for the day, at school to help me buffer from, all the energy.
Peopling.
So much peopling. And they're all like 9 through 12. So everything that happens is like way up here. It's like a super crisis. By the time you get home, it's like, ugh. So yeah, it's in everything. So that's my answer for that one. Um, let's see. What does your seasonal practices look like, and has that changed over time? Oh, we already answered that one. So mine is seasonally instead of Sabbats. And sometimes I don't even do the moons. Like this month, I probably won't do one. But I'll do like a Samhain something. Just because we're
That was
so
a big
busy.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the biggest one for me. That and belting. That's it.
definitely.
And,
Yeah, and same for me. Mine have changed a whole lot. If you watch my channel at all, I used to do a whole big ritual for every single Sabbath, and now it's just a much smaller affair. Not that I don't think it's that I will never get back to ever doing, big rituals. I would like to do that again. It's just I'm not in that space now, and that's okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, maybe when life slows down a little bit,
Yes.
we'll we'll have enough energy to set up the altar and bring everything outdoors, and
Yes.
a lot of
Yes.
work.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Gee.
All right. Do you have any daily routines that help you stay interested and connected to the things and the people you enjoy? It's funny. I'll say again, my daily routine thing that keeps me connected is my dog. Taking him out and having, because
Mhm.
we don't have like a fenced in yard or a collar thing or anything, I have to physically get up, get dressed every day, put him on the leash and take him outside for a walk. And I love that. That now there are days that I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this,
I
but it
when it's
forces
pouring
me,
rain.
and yes, and it's outside myself, so it's for him, which makes it much easier because it's not just me. It's just like
Right.
being the mom thing. I
Mhm.
have to do it for him. And then when I get out there, I'm enjoying the nature, and I don't care if it's, a foot of
Right.
snow on the ground. I'm enjoying myself and his reactions to everything around, and so it really is him, and he just keeps me every day connected somehow.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Um, who has mine? I guess tarot for sure. Tarot and oracle. I try to pull at least one every day. Some days I don't make it, but and just texting and following people on social media. We don't have any like friends that we hang out with physically, so all of our friendships are online pretty much. That's it. Um, yeah, YouTube. YouTube's my passion. I love YouTube.
Mhm.
Um, let's see. Have you noticed any ability shifts, better divination, magical results, clearer card readings, or lack thereof? So is your like divination getting better? I guess is what. Oh, I'm supposed to be answering. Damn it! I'm getting tired. Um, so I've been talking to my guides, I guess, as angels. I don't know what you call them. I call them my guides or my watchers, because a lot of times they just watch. And
Shake
I'm
their heads.
pretty much taking minutes, but they've been coming through more. Usually, it's my mom's side or my brother. My dad's been in and out though a couple times. So, that's been better, and my card results are better, like, they're clearer, they make sense to me more now, and I don't know if that's just through practice, more practice, or, like, the time of year, or my age, like, there's so many factors I don't know where how to pinpoint, but, yeah, that's definitely better. How about you?
I think it's a combination of all of what you said too. Um, I think it's it's as I am getting older and doing feeling more confident in my crone age, I think the confidence of my practice means that I'm not second guessing myself all the time.
Mm.
And so I'm more confident with my practice too. And that goes for pretty much everything. I had a big discussion with my mother about mediumship when I was out there Saturday, and she was, talking about it because I think in our family we have, I think everybody has the ability to connect, but I think she recognized it, and it just makes it, the confidence that you have makes it that much easier to reach out more.
Mm.
And so I don't have any problem when I'm sitting watching TV or sitting and having discussion with Peter, or I can grab a deck and pull a card because I'm, thinking about a question I have, and it's, I have the confidence to say, yes, this is what I needed and I understand it, and move on.
That's good. Yeah.
Or if I'm getting a message to say, oh, my gram, I think, was giving me a message and this is what it was. And I think when you have that confidence, the more you believe in yourself, the more open your gifts are.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not there yet.
You'll get there.
Yeah. All I'll say was so-and-so came through today. Like, I've never told anybody what somebody has said, if that makes sense. I don't know if
I have
that's
never
really.
told a stranger. Like, I've never walked up to anybody in the mall or anything and done it. Although I
No,
have
but even
gotten
like my
messages for
family.
strangers.
My family.
Oh, your
Mm.
family even? Really?
No, I don't tell them. I don't know why.
Hmm.
I'll just say I've been gardening with Graham, or
Right.
whatever. I don't know. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
private.
Yeah. That's all right. What are some common misconceptions about spiritual practices that you encounter? Do you address them? Are you living in the closet? Okay, I'll go backwards. Are you living in the closet? No, not at all. Not in any way in my life am I living in the closet. I just
No.
have been out there, and that included when I lived in North Carolina and had, people who thought I was not only the insane witch, but the insane Yankee witch. So,
Oh,
yeah, I'm not at all in the closet. Common misconceptions about spiritual practices. I will say it's funny to me. This is a big one for me, is that I really like science and history. And so I like to incorporate science into, at least when I'm teaching, I try to incorporate the science of spirituality into teaching a lot, because I love all that stuff, because I think the misconception is that it's all woo stuff that's,
right. Yeah.
people reaching out in the air and that's it. There's no scientific anything to it. And I love to teach about, like, the ability of crystals to transfer energy, and what that there actually is crystals that transfer energy differently, and how they interact with you is going to be different. Or the energy of water, and when you talk to water, when you play water music, same thing with plants. They connect to you differently and will grow better, or water, like all that stuff. I really like the science part of it, and to
I do too.
make people understand the science part of it too. I
Yeah.
like that part of it, because I think a lot of people think it's all this mystical stuff and that's
No.
it. Yeah.
No. Let's see. I don't really, I guess, I'm lucky that I live in New Hampshire. Like, everybody knows what a witch is here. That, like, there's misconceptions. Like, there's some religious people around that, I'm evil and all that stuff. And I just ignore them. Like nobody's ever said anything to me, so I don't address it at all usually.
Yeah,
If
you've
one
never been
is asked,
confronted?
not in town. No.
That's
Uh-uh.
good. That
I
I will say that's not a fun experience.
no,
I
no, I would hate
usually
that.
get angry, and that's not how I
I
want to
would
react.
right. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I know
'cause
it
that
was
would be
when we
very
lived in the South, it was
confronting.
hard.
Yeah, well, that's yeah, I'm scared of that. Like, I've lived up here my whole life, you know? I don't know. Maybe I won't tell anybody when I move south.
Right?
When I move southwest, I'll have to dress different and talk different and so I don't get burned or hanged or anything. I don't
It is a culture shock. I thought it was funny that my patients would like ask me where
know.
I went to church. I'm like, we don't do that up north. What, are you kidding?
Yeah,
That's a personal thing. What are you talking about?
right? Oh, is that a south thing?
Yes.
Oh, gross,
Oh,
no.
yes. They will say, "Oh, where do you go to church?"
Oh, no.
Well,
Sorry, I'm taken,
outside.
sweetheart. Right, under the moon,
Yeah. Yep. Hmm.
naked. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, I lost my place now. I was talking about nakedness.
All
Oh
right.
my. Oh, where do you see your spirituality or practices going in the future? I don't know. I keep forgetting to answer. God damn it. All right, next time we do this, I'll ask and then you go.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
my spirituality. Well, Bob and I want to go on the road. So, hence the digital journaling I need to start learning because I'm not going to have all my junk journal stuff around me in the
right.
trailer or whatever we're in. And um, just like you said, when you were traveling, using more what's around me. And, I'll bring a few things with me, but I'm not going to have all my tarot decks and all my, you know, it's going to be hard. But I'm kind of excited too to see if I can practice as simple as possible without my stuff. So,
It is hard at first, but then when you get used to it, now it's hard for me to branch back out and realize that I have access to stuff. It's different.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have to answer too. Where the future. Again, I don't know. The future's pretty wide open. I hope my boys and I are all looking to buy a big plot of land and have something together. Not to like we're all going to have little tiny houses, I think, on a big plot of land together.
That
And
sounds fun.
so I think that will give me the ability to put down roots again. I have not had roots where I felt comfortable, like I felt like I was at home since my grandma's house. And that's been
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that, feeling like I have roots again.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of afraid of that actually. I've never not had roots. So we might
It's
keep the house here in New Hampshire and work from here as our base and then just live in the trailer southwest wherever we land, you
right.
know, park it on a piece of property somewhere and then
Yeah.
come back up here for the summer. I don't know yet.
That's
But yeah, that's 13 is in becoming crone. So we kind of just did that, right?
yeah.
Retirement, travel. Where are
Yeah.
you guys looking for property?
All over the place. It's funny. We kind
Yeah.
of, I think all of us kind of figure it'll happen when we're ready, wherever it's supposed to be. I like from around here in New York to Tennessee to Oregon to
Oh my gosh.
I really loved the Northwest. Like I loved the
Oh,
Northwest.
in a heartbeat.
Um,
Bob's arthritis. No way, Jose. That's why we're moving from here or,
Yeah.
traveling from here. He needs drier weather.
Yeah.
I would love Washington State when it's rainy all the time.
Oh my
I
gosh,
live
it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
And
that's me.
it's the longer growing season. That to me, I was like, oh, can we have a longer growing season? In New York, we've got a couple months, and that's about it. A little bit.
Yep.
But it was so cool to me, and Northern California and Oregon, and that they were growing stuff for like 10 months. So that was really nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know. I think we're looking in Tennessee, Alabama. Is Alabama down there?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awful wet too, though. That's really humid.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. If you want to go dry, you got to go more west, Texas and west more.
Yeah, we were thinking about the northwestern, like, panhandle of Texas, but then that's like now Tornado Alley starts there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to do that. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm so pampered living in the Northeast. The only thing we got to worry about is snow.
Right.
And
I
if you
know.
have a generator and a plow, you're good to go. So
I know it. I know.
oh,
So that was the
so
tale.
fun. That was
That was
fun.
fun. That was really fun.
I'm looking forward to seeing everybody's responses.
I know. Me too.
Yeah, I love tags and stuff. Now I got other tags to do too. I'm so excited.
Yay. Exciting.
You gonna pull us a
Exciting. Yes.
crone card this week?
Yes. Wisdom of the Crone card.
I got. Oh, what do you got?
Okay, wisdom.
We got that again.
Did we have wisdom before?
Yeah, I
We
think
did.
so. Yeah, I remember her face.
Ooh,
Unless she's on 2 cards, maybe.
that is so fun. No, I don't think so. So and there's a lot of cards here. So that's something big. A wise woman begins by knowing herself. As we acknowledge our own needs, we can then give freely to others. We are the keepers of traditions for our families, tribes, and communities. Our life experience brings deep, thorough, mature understanding and insight. Our value lies in our sound judgment and keen perception. Trust your knowing. I think you're right. That sounded familiar.
I
So
love that card though.
it might be important, and it sounds kind of like ancestral stuff too. So
Yeah.
tis the time of year.
Yeah. Oh, I love the key on that card. That's why I remember it. Keys in my gym. I
Yay.
love keys.
Yay.
So
All right.
thank
So,
you everybody for coming tonight.
and can't wait to see the VRs.
I know. Thank you. We'll see
Thanks,
you guys
guys.
all next week.